Hello.
Hello. Hi, Prakash.
Yeah, hi Mukta. So firstly, thank you for joining us to give us a mock interview. And can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I'm Mokshita from Hyderabad. I have currently completed my undergraduation BTech in the stream of Electronics and Communication Engineering in Hyderabad,
Okay.
and I have completed my plus two and 10th standard also in my hometown itself.
Okay.
And coming to my family background, I'm from a form of family. My family is a nuclear family, consists of four members: myself, my mom, dad, and my brother. And he is currently studying his agriculture BSc in Agra University. And coming to my interest, I'm very interested in learning things, and I'm mostly focused and always be always um, having time and playing with kids. And also I love drawing, and I believe in consistency, and I always be and be in consistency and learn every day a new thing.
Okay.
Eh, hmm.
Okay. What are the technical skills that you have?
uh, Technical skills like I have front end skills like HTML, CSS, basics of JavaScript, and coming to the programming languages, I have hands-on experience on Python and basics of C++.
Okay.
And additionally, coming to the database, I know SQLite, SQL query, structured query language,
Okay.
and I'm now working on React and Node.js. Thank you.
Okay. That's good. And we will continue this mock interview based on Python. Okay. Are you comfortable with it?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Okay. So this mock interview, firstly we'll start with the basic level, and after that, second round will be like programming, and I will give the two or three programs. You need to share the screen and you need to write the program. And finally, we will discuss
Um,
about the final feedback. Okay?
okay.
Okay. So, firstly, what is a Python?
Python is a high level language, high level programming language, and it is easy to learn and a powerful programming language. With Python, it is possible to create programs with minimal amount of code. Like while compared to Java or C++, we are having very even to print a just a small statement like hello world, we should write a number of lines code in some other languages compared to Python. So Python is very easy,
Right.
I hope.
Yeah. And what are the key features of a Python?
Python is having mainly key features like oops concept, and it is storage, memory storage. It is having a good memory storage in Python also.
Okay.
That's about.
Okay. And okay. So, what are the variables in Python?
Coming to the variables are like containers, which stores the data types like integers, strings, boolean values, etc. It's like a name for a data type. We can consider it also a container, and also a name for a data type.
Okay. And coming to data types, what are the data types? And can you explain briefly about them?
The most commonly used data types in Python are string, float, integer, boolean, etc.
Okay.
Coming to integers, integers, whatever it may be, positive, negative, or else I don't think complex comes under it.
Okay.
All real numbers, and strings like characters and sentences, etc., which are denoted in double quotes.
Right. Okay.
And coming to float values, like before, as I said before, integers are all decimal values, and here float values, all the float values like 3.4, 4.5, etc. All the float values will be comes under the float data type.
Okay.
And boolean is having in two outputs. It either returns true or false, whether the statement to check whether it is true or false, we use boolean data type.
Okay. Right. And how do you declare a variable in Python? Like, and how will
Declare.
you assign a value, but to the particular variable?
Okay, for declaring variables, we just take a name of a variable, just like an I take for declaring an integer 10.
Mm.
For example, I take the variable name as for example 10. No, it's like variable 10. Variable underscore 10 I'm taking, and that I will. That's it. And if I want to print the 10, I just print variable 10 and variable underscore 10.
Okay. And
Mhm.
what do you know about lists?
Yeah, list is a collection of various data types which is enclosed in a closed brackets.
Like, okay, square brackets.
Brack. Yeah, square brackets. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay. And do you know about mutability and immutability?
Yeah, mutability in the sense we can make changes in that particular data type, like in lists we can make changes, and coming to tuples and strings we cannot change them, like lists, lists, tuples and strings are having and we can access them by using indexes, and we can change the values for a particular index in Python, sorry, list, but we cannot change them as good as list in tuple and
All
strings.
right. Okay. And can you give me some of the methods in the list?
Yeah, it's like append, sorting, reversing the list, and popping,
Okay. Okay.
etc.
Okay. Cool. And what are the functions in Python? Function.
Uh, I mean, built-in functions or the
No,
meaning use of function.
normal function.
Yeah, it's a reusable code, and we had this if we have defined a function and we have write a piece of code in it, and we can use that function in another form also. I mean, like after coming out of the function, we can use that function, call the function, and run whatever our requirements.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And do you know about list comprehension?
Yeah, list comprehension, for example, I'll say it as if we want to access a list, we use a for loop,
Okay.
like accessing elements in the list one after another. We use a for loop.
Hmm.
Initially, actually, we use the for loop. We will write the first statement, and we'll use a colon, and we'll enter into the loop, and we'll have some statements, right?
Yes.
And then we'll write the print statement.
Right.
Instead of all these in a single line, we'll write this. We'll say that print I, and in all these square braces only. In all these square braces, we'll print I, and there itself continuation in the single line. We'll write the for
Right.
condition also, whatever we want to write, and it's work as string comprehension.
Okay.
That's my.
So you mean that it's a concise way to create the list?
Yeah, it's a concise way.
Okay. And coming to lambda function, do you know about lambda function in
Yeah, I do know about the lambda function. It is about the anomalous uh,
function?
function or anomalous function.
Okay, okay. So, coming to the OOPS concept, can you tell the concepts which are present in the object-oriented programming?
Yeah, like class, object, inheritance,
Hmm.
encapsulation,
Okay,
polymorphism, etc.
okay. And can you define the class?
Yeah, it's a blueprint of a program.
Sorry, it's a blueprint of object. You need to say, okay.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's a blueprint of object. I'm sorry.
Hmm. Okay. So, what do you mean by object?
Um, uh, any real world entity is called an object.
Okay. And coming to inheritance, uh, can you define the inheritance?
Yeah, extracting one class from the other class is called as inheritance.
Okay. Okay. And coming to, do you know like methods in the inheritance?
Yeah, it's like a single inheritance, multi inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, etc.
Okay, fine. And okay, so the first round was completed, like it's a theoretical part, and we will go for the next round, like programming. So where I will be giving 2 or 3 programs. You need to execute the program by sharing your screen. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So please share your screen.
Just a second, I'm working with the compiler.
Meanwhile, I wanted
Okay.
to ask you that do you know try and accept blocks in Python?
Yeah, I don't know. They use it for exception handling. If we have any exceptions, and we are developing a something, and we want to check whether the code runs good or how the code runs, and we use try and exceptional blocks for trials, for doing various activities. How it would be like in that case, we use try block, except block, catch, etc.
Okay, okay, fine. And okay, share your screen, please.
Let me share my screen. Just a second.
Mhm.
Is it visible, Prakash?
Yeah. Uh, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Hmm.
So firstly, I will give a string. So you need to check whether the string is a palindrome or not. Okay. So if it's a palindrome,
Okay.
then you need to print it's a palindrome. Otherwise, in case of other situation, we need to print not a palindrome. So this is the question.
Okay.
Okay. So try.
First, let's talk about the palindrome.
Okay.
Palindrome is nothing but it should be same in the original order and the reverse order also. Just will initialize S as an input,
Okay.
which will take at runtime, and we'll declare another variable S reverse.
Okay.
Okay, and I reverse the string like this
Okay.
by using this step function, and I'll compare both of them if as both of them are equal or not. If by using conditional statements if s equal to s reverse,
Okay.
it should print like an palindrome. It's a palindrome, okay?
Mm.
If it is not so,
Mm.
else we should print that it's not a palindrome.
Right.
I'm sorry. Let's run the program and see whether it's working right or not. Um, It's having invalid syntax. Mm-hmm.
Check, there is a small error, so you need to put some.
Yeah, I'm checking it. Yes. Here we go. I'll take it as a madam first initially,
Okay,
and we'll run it.
okay,
It's a palindrome, right?
right.
Execute again, and I'll say Mokshita.
Okay,
Actually, it's not a palindrome, so I'm sorry. Wait a second. It's not a palindrome, right?
okay, fine. And
Hmm.
we will go for the next program. So,
Okay.
I will give a number. Okay, so you need
Hmm.
to print the factorial of a number.
Hmm. Okay. I'll just initialize number as an equal to int of input of.
Okay,
Um, Here, int of input of means the input will be in the integer form. Okay.
okay,
It's like typecasting, etc.
right.
And coming to the prime factorial, right?
Yes,
Okay. I initialize product as 1.
okay,
As factorial means product of all numbers in the reverse order, or else from 1 to the up to the even number, including that number and 1.
right.
So initially I include 1 product as 1, and I just use a for loop
Okay,
for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1, right?
hmm.
Which includes both 1 and n, and product equal to product into I.
Okay,
Okay.
hmm.
And finally if I print product, I'll get the factorial.
Okay,
Let me check it once. uh, for 5. Okay, it's 120. Yeah, the factorial of 5 is 120.
right. Okay, so we will go with the next final program. And
Okay.
so if I given a number, so you need to check whether it's a prime or not. Whether it's a prime, you need to print it's a prime number. Where in case of other situation, you need to print not a prime.
Okay. Let me take it initialize again and as an int of input of.
Hmm.
And coming to the prime number concept, if a number is said to be prime, how when it will be said as prime if it is having only two factors, one and itself.
Okay,
So we initialize factors equal to 0 or equal to 2. It's our wish. I'm equaling the factors as 0 initially.
okay,
Okay, the number of factors equal to 0. I'm initializing 0,
hmm.
and I take a for loop
Hmm.
for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1.
Hmm.
Actually, if we take here as 2, I may include as 2 comma n, because already the two factors 1 and itself are excluded from here, right?
Hmm.
But I'm including, so I prefer like this range 1 comma n plus 1.
Okay,
And if conditional statement I'm taking, if this I is divisible by n, if it divides n correctly,
okay,
if n percentile I equal to 0, then I is a factor, right?
hmm.
So we'll add to the factors, factor equal to factor plus 1.
Okay,
Okay.
Hmm.
Else we don't bother about else. Okay.
Hmm.
After all completion of the for loop, we come out of the for loop, and we'll check with an again and conditional statement if factors, actually factors should be only two. Okay.
Hmm.
Factors equal to, then print it's a prime number. If not, it's not a prime.
Hmm.
Okay. Print of prime number, else it should be not a prime, right?
Hmm.
Huh. Let's run the program. Uh, Please give me your number.
Uh, Take the 11 as input.
Okay. Actually, 11 is a prime number.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Again, we'll run the.
Hmm.
Give some other number.
Take 1.
Okay. One is neither prime nor an even number.
Okay,
No composite.
right. Okay, Nikita, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go for the feedback. So firstly, thank you for taking the time to interview today, and I appreciate your thorough preparation and the clarity you brought to each of your answers. And coming to your communication, so you communicated your thoughts and like the programs you have explained was very clear, and we can communicate maybe in a better way. So try to improve more in the communication part, so where it will be helpful in the main interviews. Okay, so
O- Okay, Prakash. Thank you very much for conducting the mock interview, which helped me very. I'm happy with it, and it helps me a lot. Thank you.